So I just spent the last hour doing one of the most fun things we can do as fly tyers, and that's sitting down on the bench and experimenting and just coming up with some crazy new pattern. And since I just started working on my spring Brook Trout dry fly box, I thought maybe I should come up with a pretty new attractor pattern. And my first attempt, the first one I came up with, I liked it enough that I sat down and tied 6 of them. Now it's definitely a pretty unique pattern. It looks a little bit like the royal style with the red band in the middle, but I didn't put a wing on it and I did not use peacock herl. I was thinking, what could I use? And I saw some ostrich herl on my pegboard over here, dyed yellow. Now ostrich herl itself, it's not that unique, though it's not used all that often in dry flies, and yellow ostrich herl is certainly not used that often. And if you don't have yellow ostrich herl, I mean, who does? But you want to tie this thing, I think you could just substitute a yellow synthetic, maybe some kind of fuzzy dubbing, and then still put the red band in the middle. And oh yes, since as of an hour ago, this fly didn't exist and it doesn't have a name, let's do a name the fly contest. Now, I almost hesitate to do this because it'll get a couple hundred comments and I'm already about 100 comments behind in answering, but I'm going to do it anyway. So if you're new here, how that works, just watch the video and leave a comment with what you think we should name this thing. In a few days, I'll pick the 4 I like best and put it out there for a vote, and the winning vote getter, I'll send you an embroidered Savage Flies hat. So I hope y'all come up with something really cool because I've got a good feeling about this pattern. I think it's just going to be a killer out chasing brook trout this spring. So there it is in the vise, my as yet to be named all-purpose general brook trout attractor pattern. Now I'm tying this on a size 14 standard length barbless dry fly hook, but I think an attractor pattern like this, anything on a 12 to 16 is probably just fine. Black thread, this is a 52 denier, just catch it in somewhere in the middle. I'm going to bring it back to the start of the bend. And for the tail, I chose something stiff. This is moose body hair, not moose mane, but moose body hair. So about 10 or 12 fibers, and put them in my stacker. See how that did. That should be just fine. And let's go, I'd say at least a body length. This stuff is pretty stiff, and it's not as buoyant as deer hair or elk hair, not as hollow. So we should be able to get it to lay pretty straight back right there. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to leave it in right here just to make sure I keep my body fairly uniform. I do have some to snip off up here though. Now I'm going to take my thread a little bit back, and this is the most unique material in this pattern. It's yellow ostrich herl. So I'm going to catch it in the full length of the body and wrap it to the back. Now, see where my thread is? That's about where I want the back third of the body to end. So I'm going to do 3 open wraps so I can remember the 3, and then I'll back them off when I want to catch this off. So a good 3 or 4 wraps right here to get us the back section. Okay, I think that's fine. Now remember 3 wraps, I'll back those off, and my thread is right here where I want to catch this off. So I'm going to catch it off with 2, and then I'll just take a couple of loose wraps going forward, and then catch in my band, which I'm using red floss. So let's catch in a single strand of red floss right here. And this band, I'm not making it very wide. It is reminiscent of a royal anything. But I'm going to make it kind of thick, so at least 2 layers here. Because this red will really darken up when it gets wet. So I think that should work right there. Okay, couple wraps to secure that. We'll do 1 more for good measure, and then I'm going to lift this up and take a few more wraps up right here to about where I'm going to stop the front part. So another 3 or 4 wraps right here. Oop, and it slipped out. Well, that happens. Just start over. Okay, that should be fine right there. I probably could have used my Hackle pliers, but I didn't, and we made it work. So go ahead and snip this excess off. And now for my dry fly hackle, I'm just choosing a Grizzly. Pretty standard universal dry fly hackle. Maybe 1.5 times the hook gap. And I want to catch it in right in front of this yellow, trying to keep my hackle perpendicular 2 wraps. Okay, that'll work. And you can actually, if you want, you can put a wrap behind it to try and help prop it up like that. Now we'll catch the front of this stem going forward. And I got about 3 inches of feather here, so I don't need my hackle pliers, but I'm going to wrap as many as I can comfortably get here to make this a pretty buoyant dry fly. Okay, I think that's going to be enough. Let's catch this off. And I've trapped a couple going forward. I think we can fix that though. Let's snip the stem here first. And I'll just try and pull everything back. Get a few wraps here for my whip finish, or to make room for the whip finish. And do we have any cleanup on this one? Well, I got a little nub sticking up right there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm putting head cement on it. As long as I get my tippet up through there, I'm good with it. So that's it, my friends. I appreciate you watching. Can't wait to hear what names you guys come up with for this thing.